Alright guys, Unfazed Gaming back again with another GTA Online glitch video. And in this video I am going to be showing you the Give Cars to Friends glitch. Now I do realise that this glitch has been around for quite a while now. It's just that I've never actually uploaded an up-to-date video on it. The last one I uploaded on my channel, they did actually patch that method. This one is extremely similar, but there's just a couple of steps that is ever so slightly different. So you are going to need two friends to help you out with this one. You're going to need the person who's giving you the car, and also you're going to need a second person to help you out. So as with all Give Cars to Friends glitches, the person giving you the car does not lose the car. They basically duplicate it to you. So what you're going to need to do to start off with is you're going to need to get yourself a Fagio and store it inside the back of your MOC. So once you've got your Fagio stored inside the back of your MOC, and you've got your two friends ready to help you out, you're going to make your way to a public session. Now this part is very important. You need to make your way to a public session to get yourself in the right state so that when you go back to the invite only session, you are what we call clean. Which basically means you're going to get the perfect alert. I'll explain more about the perfect alert later on in the video. But that is what you're aiming for. So you need to come from a public session into the invite-only session, which is going to be hosted by one of your friends who's helping you out. And obviously, once you've come from a public session, you're going to store the Fagio inside your MOC, as I'm doing here in the footage. And then once you've got it stored inside the MOC, you're just going to make your way into your bunker, and you're just going to invite both of your friends. Now, once you've invited both your friends, you need to make sure that none of you are registered as an MC president or CEO. Make sure none of you are registered. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull up behind the MOC, and you want to leave quite a big distance between you and the MOC, parking sideways like this, and you want to make sure you've got the option to hit right D-pad in the top left-hand corner like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to park the bike here. You're going to wait for your friends to arrive in your bunker. Now, the person who is sitting on the back of the Fagio, one of your friends needs to come and sit on the back of the Fagio. That person needs to just go on their friends list and just join game on a random person, just to get the alert, just so they can back out of it. Because what we don't want to happen is them to get the alert whilst they're sat on the back of the bike, because that will cancel the glitch. So once you've got your friend sat on the back of the bike, he's already had an alert, you're going to register as a CEO, and you're going to send the friend who's on the bike an invite to your CEO. Now, while you're doing this, your third friend is getting one of your bunker caddies, and he's getting it lined up there, just behind the MOC. You're going to hover over the retire button, and I'm just going to slow this part down. The friend who's on the back of the bike is hovering over the accept button, ready to accept your CEO invite. Your friend on the caddy is going to count you down 3, 2, 1, and on 1 you're going to hit retire, and your friend is going to hit accept at the same time. If this is done correctly, then absolutely nothing should happen. So my friend's counting me down now, 3, 2, 1. We're both going to accept the alert, and absolutely nothing will happen. We'll both just still be sat on the bike. At this point, what you need to do is you need to hit right D-pad, and if everything's worked correctly, the brake light will come on your Fagio, and you will not be able to move your camera. You should be completely frozen at this point. So what the person on the caddy is going to do is they're going to push you all the way over to the yellow crosshatch box. Now, it doesn't really matter if you can't get them that far. As long as you're out of range of getting the right D-pad alert in your top left-hand corner, then it'll still work. But the further away, you know, obviously you want to get them all the way to the yellow box if you can. Now, as soon as you're at that yellow box, the guy who's on the back of the bike needs to register as a CEO, and the guy who's on the caddy needs to start up a Titan of a job. Now, once he's started up a Titan of a job, he's going to send you an invite to that job. And you're going to accept it through the Xbox or PlayStation. So you'll see it pop up at the bottom of the screen now. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my Xbox button. I'm going to accept that alert there. And then I'm going to sit on the black alert that's going to pop up now. I'm going to sit on this screen. My friend who's in the job is going to quit the job. And he's going to say, okay, I'm back on the ground in your bunker, at which point you're going to accept the first alert, and accept the second alert. Now, what I was saying earlier about the perfect alert, did you see then how I didn't shoot up to the clouds and then come back down again? I just stayed sat on the bike. If you shoot up to the clouds and come back down again, this glitch will not work. You need to be staying sat on that bike. That is what we call the perfect alert. Now, the guy was on the back of the bike will need to retire as a CEO, otherwise he will not be able to exit your bunker. But what your other two friends are going to do is they're both going to exit your bunker, and you're just going to stand here and wait to receive the car. So what I'm going to show you now is the point of view from your friends, what they're going to be doing outside. So we're going to be putting this Sultan into the bunker. So first things first, you need to get out your RPG. Now, you can use other guns, but you need something that you're going to be able to shoot at the ground and it's going to kill you in one shot. So what you're going to do is bring up your interaction menu so that you don't get sucked into the bunker. And you're just going to park the car up here, just left-hand side of where the yellow circle would normally be. Now, I'll slow this section down because what you need to do is you need to hit B to exit the menu, Y to exit the car. You need to walk away from the car, at which point your friend will start going into the bunker. You're going to kill yourself, quickly hit pause and go across to the Xbox store. Now, I realise that might be quite a lot to take in all at once, so by all means rewind this section of the video, but the more you do it, the more you'll realise that it is actually pretty simple. So once you're sat on the shark card store like this, you're waiting for your friend to go into the bunker with the car. And we're just going to cut back now to the guy in the bunker. And what should happen is your friend who was the passenger in the car will get the animation of driving the car inside the bunker. And they will spawn inside the bunker with the car. Now, you'll see the car appear in a minute on the screen. And what your friend's going to do is your friend's going to get kicked out of the car. Because obviously he's going to be in the driver's seat. He's going to get kicked out of the car. If your friend doesn't get kicked out of the car, then you need to get into the passenger side and then tell them to get out. But if your friend gets kicked out of the car, you're going to wait for your friend to tell you, right, okay, I'm out of the car. At that point, then, when he tells you I'm out of the car, you're going to walk towards the car and you're just going to jump inside it. So he's just told me, yeah, I'm out of the car, so I'm going to walk towards it. And as soon as you shuffle over to the driver's seat, you'll notice it drives into the MOC. Now, that is it. That is the give cars pretty much complete. The thing I like to do is, once it's in the MOC, I like to drive it back out into the bunker and then back into the MOC. Sometimes it won't let you store it in the MOC. Don't worry about it. Once you've driven it in the MOC that first time, it is pretty much saved. I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but we just like to drive it in and out twice just to make sure it's definitely saved. Anyway, that is pretty much it for the Give Cars to Friends glitch. As you can probably tell, if you have watched my last video on Give Cars to Friends, the method has not changed very much at all. The only difference is obviously that you need to do the CEO registering part instead of, I think we were using the shark card store last time. So it's a little bit of difference, but not a lot. Once you get this method down, you can easily be trading a car once every 3 or 4 minutes. It's not that bad. I understand, yeah, you need 3 people. It's not the best Give Cars to Friends in the world, but unfortunately, it is all we've got at the minute. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, remember to stick a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already, and I will see you in the next video very soon. Bye-bye.